Well, if you are an RCB fan and if you have been following the WPL 2024, it is definitely not good news for you guys because Royal Challengers Bengaluru have suffered their third straight loss in the WPL. And because of that, this 6 wicket loss that they have had against the Gujarat Giants has ensured that they are now facing an uphill task when it comes to the playoff race as well. Now, remember the format of the WPL, how it is. The top team gets direct entry into the final. And number two and number three will play the eliminator. Whoever wins that will go into the final where they face that opponent who was ranked number one. In the last 3 games, when you look at it, Royal Challengers Bengaluru have had a horrible situation. They will be cursing their luck, especially in one particular game that has happened. Sure, they lost to the Mumbai Indians and informed Mumbai Indians in the WPL, and that is why they managed to, brush that aside as a one off loss against an informed Mumbai Indians. But now, the UP Warriors loss, in which they could have easily won that game, they lost it in the super over. 1% was the chance for the UP Warriors to win that particular game against Royal Challengers Bengaluru, 1.86 to be precise. And there they lost it in one of the most dramatic ways when you look at it. Here, in this game that they played against the Gujarat Giants, they stood absolutely no chance because they were totally outplayed with both bat and ball. If I have to give you the scores, what was that? It was a very, very sorry WPL match for RCB because they only managed a top score of 33 with Kanika Ahuja scoring that much in 28 balls. And the next top scorer was Raghavi Bish with 22. Smriti Mandana yet again continued her struggles, 10 runs of 20 balls. Danny White Hodge also struggling. Elise Perry. Now remember, if there was one fulcrum in this batting lineup who was actually holding RCB up, it was Elise Perry. She had hit an 81, she had hit a 90, but here she fell for zero. And by the way, remarkably, this is the first time ever that Elise Perry has fallen for a duck in the WPL. Go fetch that. What a time to fail, and that is why 125 for 7. Tanuja Kaur getting 2 for 16. Deandra Doughton getting 2 for 31. Ash Gardner with 1 for 22. Kashvi Gautam, the young under 19 off spinner who had started in 2023, she also got 1 wicket in that sense. Now, RCB were never going to defend it and they needed entirely Renuka Singh Thakur's skills to ensure that she managed to do it. But unfortunately, a good start that happened. Ash Gardner with the bat yet again. Fantastic effort. 58 of 31 balls, 6 fours and 3 sixes. And only Renuka Singh Thakur with 2 for 24 ensured that RCB stood a chance. But actually, Prema Rawat went for runs, Georgia Wareham went for runs despite taking 2 wickets. So 4 wickets overall, and unfortunately, Royal Challengers Bengaluru have suffered their third straight loss. Now, it doesn't get any easier for them at this point in time because, yes, they may at this point in time still hold on to the third spot, but for how long? Because their net run rate hasn't been impacted much, if I may have to add, because they have lost by 6 wickets, they lost by 4 wickets, the match was tied, so their net run rate hasn't been impacted much. However, now the action now shifts to Lucknow for the next 3 games, and that is where RCB are going to have a problem. Their spinners are they're just not coming up to the big stage. And the worst part is they don't have a Sophie Molyneux. So Molyneux's injury now will impact them even further. Plus their other spinners are not stepping up to the plate as well. Shreyanka Patil, Sophie Molyneux, their absence is really going to hurt RCB when the tournament now shifts to Lucknow. Only about 3 games remain for RCB in this entire competition when you look at it. And see, their next game is going to happen against the Delhi Capitals, which is the last game that is going to be there. After that, when they go to Lucknow, they will face the UP Warriors and they will take on the Mumbai Indians. So, the business end of the tournament is happening, and unfortunately RCB, they will have to win against the Delhi Capitals to ensure that they are somehow alive in the race for the playoffs. But apart from that, it's not looking good for RCB. 3 straight losses, batters not performing, bowlers not performing. How will they come up to it now? So 3 straight losses. This loss against the Gujarat Giants is going to hurt them in a big way. And now, heading into their clash against Delhi Capitals, it doesn't look good at this point. Mumbai, on the other hand, are taking on the Delhi Capitals tomorrow. It promises to be a fantastic, fantastic encounter that we have. So, tomorrow's game features Delhi Capitals versus the Mumbai Indians. And on the 14th, you're going to see RCB take on DC. DC, remember, are playing back to back in this. And then on 3rd, you shift to Lucknow. You bid bye bye to Chinnaswamy Stadium and you'll play the remainder of the matches at the Ekana Stadium in Lucknow. So, terrible result if you're an RCB fan. One hopes that they can do well once the tournament shifts to Lucknow. The last game that they have is against the Delhi Capitals. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this video. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis.